Tuesday morning, everyone. I'm Sophie Flake. And I'm Hannah Batal. We begin with new developments in the search for Today Show anchor Savannah Guthrie's mother. Her disappearance is now being investigated as a crime, and the search is even more urgent because she is without her life-saving medication. Here's ABC's Lionel Moise.
New details overnight in the search for Nancy Guthrie, mother of Today Show host Savannah Guthrie. Authorities now saying they believe the 84-year-old was abducted from her Arizona home early Sunday, kidnapped while she was sleeping.
And to be taken like that in the middle of the night, that is not Tucson.
Investigators releasing this bulletin with a QR code, requesting the public use it to send any information or photos.
She did not leave on her own. We know that.
The sheriff says they're now waiting for test results on DNA samples collected at the scene.
Nancy Guthrie's home is deep in suburban Tucson, and a lot of the neighborhood is shrouded by this desert wildlife. It would make it tough to notice unusual activity going on.
Officials say Guthrie does not have cognitive issues, describing her as sharp as a tack. But they say her physical limitations would likely prevent her from walking more than 50 yards from her home. And one major concern, she's without her medication, which she needs to take every 24 hours. Law enforcement is now combing through her electronic devices, which experts say will be crucial to this case.
Federal agents in Minneapolis will now be wearing body cameras. Homeland Security Secretary Kristi Noem says this change is effective immediately and will expand nationwide amid calls for accountability after 2 deadly shootings during the immigration crackdown. Meanwhile, House lawmakers could vote today to end the partial government shutdown after the Senate voted to separate Homeland Security funding from the government spending plan. Democrats want changes to immigration enforcement before approving those Homeland Security funds. Now to the Jeffrey Epstein investigation and a new agreement from Bill and Hillary Clinton.
Just days before Congress was set to potentially hold them in contempt, former President Bill Clinton and former Secretary of State Hillary Clinton have agreed to give depositions as part of a House committee's investigation into sex offender Jeffrey Epstein. For months, the Clintons held their ground against Republican Chairman James Comer's subpoenas, dismissing his demands for in-person depositions as legally toothless and invalid, and slamming the investigation as a political hit job. But after some Democrats said they would join Republicans in recommending contempt charges, the Clintons have now agreed to testify. Neither Bill nor Hillary Clinton has been accused of wrongdoing, and they both deny having any knowledge of Epstein's crimes. They proposed alternatives to in-person testimony, recently offering to sit for a 4-hour transcribed interview. But Chairman Comer balking at that offer, claiming the former president would try to run out the clock by giving unnecessarily long answers. Comer saying the former president has an established record of being a loquacious individual. And overnight, Comer appearing skeptical that the depositions will actually happen, saying the Clintons' counsel has said they agree to terms, but those terms lack clarity yet again, and they have provided no dates for their depositions. If depositions do happen, it would be the first time a former president had testified before Congress since Gerald Ford.